And that brings us to our next review, Jurassic World Dominion, which is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the third one in the series. Okay, so yeah, it's like three. Who cares about the short film? It's three of them. So this is the third and final installment, their trilogy. And let me just say, straight out, why? Why do we need reboots? Why do we need something new? Like, they can't just be happy with how the originals were? Let's watch the trailer for it. Sorry. Bye. I gotta give you one critique here in the trailer.
Blue had a baby. That's impossible.
Hey, girl.
Millions of years of survival instincts. Sure, he raised this raptor. He does this for everything. Every single dinosaur. Oh, it's so damn annoying. Like, it's almost egregious how annoying this is. And it's every movie. Every dinosaur. See, I wasn't just making fun of him. Like, please. My chief complaint, very nuanced, is obviously Chris Pratt putting his hand up to literally every dinosaur. It's not even a joke. I mean, it's obnoxious how egregious that is. But also, I mean, it's a trailer. But I it's the first time I think I've really said this about a movie. Their audio mixing in that film was super poor. I mean, like, bad poor. It's like they couldn't decide on what was to be louder. Was it going to be the music? Was it going to be the dinosaurs? What? Instead, they just blared both of them. Like, I'm not even complaining that it was loud. I'm complaining about the sound mixing was very poor. Even the, like, ambient sounds were annoying at best. I mean, like, they were this. I don't know what they did, but it didn't feel right. The audio part of it, at least. As you could see, probably decent CGI. Like blue there looks really good, right? Blue looks pretty good here. So blue here, looks fine. These are, look okay. What they're not showing you was that, yeah, most of the scenes with the dinosaurs they didn't feel too unrealistic. But there were some of them that were so obnoxiously bad, it, like, completely ruined the immersion, in my opinion. Like, there was three, I think, that stood out where I was like, this is bad CGI. Really, really bad. Also, another kind of big complaint for me was I didn't like most of the characters. I've seen every Jurassic Park film and Jurassic World film, so don't hate on me for hating on your favorite series. But, like, the characters felt fine in most of the other movies. These felt like they were forcing their dialogue, and it made it, obviously every movie's scripted. It felt scripted, which was my bigger problem with it. Albeit it didn't ruin my immersion as much as the CGI dinosaurs, but the note I want to make here, they had a few, like, weird scenes, weirdish. I like to highlight them. One of the characters, who you will recognize as Laura Dern, Miss Ellie Sattler, in the original. She's been in this one. She made a comment that someone slid into her DMs. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. It felt so egregiously awkward, like her just trying to say that it was embarrassing. On the other side of that, they had Mr. Let's see, I'm here somewhere. It can't be that far down. Campbell Scott, who absolutely crushed his role. The single best character in the movie. He destroyed his role to the point, like, honestly, it's so astounding how much better he was than everyone else. He also had a really great monologue, kind of, at one point. No, not him. I apologize. He didn't have a monologue. Jeff Goldblum had a monologue, but about him. So let me take that back and give some credit to Jeff Goldblum. He had a monologue where he was kind of alluding to, the tech world that we have nowadays, especially in the United States, like Silicon Valley and whatnot. He made some he went on a little tirade / monologue about it, and it was really funny. I mean, it hit the nail on the head for a lot of things. Talking about how, you rope these people into like Facebook, Amazon, Apple, give them 3 promotions right in a row. Bap, 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 your first year, you've been promoted 3 times. You're happy, you're successful, you're doing great, but you've missed learning opportunities. You haven't learned, you haven't grown in your role. They're just trying to keep you there. They're trying to pay you $150,000 so you don't bat an eye at working 80 hours a week. It's okay though, you love your job because they give you free snack bars and you have a juice bar and a coffee bar in the lobby and they give you a beanbag. I'm okay with all that stuff, and I appreciate that the world's probably moving in more of that avenue. Like even my antiquated company is doing some stuff like that. But Jeff Goldblum killed it. It was a really fantastic monologue about it. But real credit to Campbell Scott, and his role was phenomenal. Overall, the moment of truth. As a self-proclaimed movie critic, this movie's like a 4. This movie's not fun to watch. It felt every minute of 2.5 hours, if not more. And I think it might have only felt that way because it's, an action adventure movie, but it was action adventure for almost the entire movie. I think I'm giving it a 4, maybe 4.5. I'm going to say 4, just because I think some of the core aspects of it were just off. Sound, 2.5 hours. Sound mixing was just really bad in my opinion. Acting was reading off a script almost. Even I have a lot of respect for Bryce Dallas Howard. I do. Her work in like Mandalorian is phenomenal. She's I think a really great actress. Incredible. She's fantastic. Even her lines felt really bad. Again, just some other really nuanced opinions about why it could have been better. But I think as a self-proclaimed movie critic, if I'm rating this movie, even as an action adventure, 4.5. Personally, probably a 5. Because I can understand that it's action adventure, albeit still complaints. Maybe because I'm younger, maybe an older person would appreciate it. But their attempts at being funny / hip in the same vein did not hit. It did not hit. It's not going to hit for anyone under 45. So that's a big one. But I expected more. It's the 3rd one in the series. I think the first one was really good. Actually, let's see the rating. So I thought the first one was good. What was it called? 2015 Jurassic World. Okay, it got a 7. Okay, so they're really sitting around a 6 or a 7. Don't go see this, guys. If this is your first one, especially, don't go see this. There's better movies in theaters. Literally. So, I mean, I think it could have been better. Overall, it definitely could have been better. They have so many things they could have improved on. They went too over the top on some scenes and not enough on the others. This IMDb rating is pretty on par. I think that's very fair. I would give it less, but